Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a part 2 of a 2-week long reading vlog. This will be days 8 to 14 of the Read to 5k challenge. If you didn't watch part 1, go check it out, but I will explain to you what the challenge is. I got this idea from Elena's bookshelf. I got all the templates I used off of her, so go check her out. But basically we have a number of pages we need to read each day, and if I successfully read them all, then by the end of the 14 days we will have read 5,000 pages. And I thought this was a great idea to bring you guys along with me. I didn't want to make a really long 2-week long reading vlog, so I have split it into 2 parts. Part 1 is obviously out now. So in the last 7 days I managed to finish 5 books and start a 6th. I have read a grand total of 1,899 pages, and my goal was to be at 1,850 pages, so we are 49 pages ahead. This video is going to be more intense because the further you get along the challenge, the higher the numbers for the page count go. So let's get into it. Today is day 8 and our page goal is 350 pages. I think we're officially getting into a book a day territory because I am 30 pages into the last word. That's where I finished off yesterday, and I would like to finish it, but there are only 307 pages left in this book. So plan for today is to finish this book and then we will have to pick up another one. This is The Last Word by Taylor Adams. I'm going to keep this reading vlog spoiler free, but basically this book is about a woman who is house sitting for this house in the middle of nowhere, and she writes a 1-star review of this book, and then the author starts messaging her, threatening her to take it down. She refuses, and then she starts feeling like she's being stalked. Creepy things are going to happen and I am going to be scared out of my mind, but I think I'm going to enjoy it. I would like to get this book finished before the sun goes down. It is summertime, so I do have quite a few hours, but it is already 3:24 p.m. so I'm going to get reading, and like I said, going to keep it spoiler free, but I'll get back to you when I've finished and let you know my rating. It is so hot today. But welcome to day 9. I didn't end up updating you again. I am so sorry. Last night I read the whole of The Last Word by Taylor Adams. I rated this 4 stars. I rated everything I read in this video so far 4 stars, which is amazing. I loved this. It was so dark, so twisty, so turny, so fast paced, and I would definitely recommend if you are a thriller lover like me. Also read 43 pages of Priest by Sierra Simone. Not loving this book so far, but we're gonna finish it today because the goal for today is 400 pages. These numbers are just getting higher every time, aren't they? I've been reading for a little bit today. I'm on page 143, exactly 100 pages of the goal done so far. I am already skim reading this book, and like we're not even halfway. I don't have high hopes for this one, but I've seen a lot of people hate this book and love the other 2, so even if I don't like this one, I am going to read the other 2. Not going great so far. Maybe we're going to break the 4-star streak. I finished Priest. I think I'm going to rate this 2 stars. I really didn't like it. It's just not for me. I don't really have any thoughts other than that, but I am going to pick up Sinner next, which is the 2nd book in this series. This is between Sean and Zenny. Oh my god, what are the dogs? They're going crazy down there. I have marked out where I'm going to stop. Well, I might continue, but I've marked out where the pages are, so I'm going to try and read up to page 139 today to complete the 400 pages, and I guess that's what I'm going to do with the rest of my afternoon, so I guess I'll see when I've done that. Don't know. Oh my god, it is so hot. Welcome to day 10. So yesterday I got to page 139 of Sinner, meaning my grand total, got my notes up there, my grand total for yesterday was 406 pages, which means we are 55 pages ahead of schedule. Today, day 10, the goal is 400 again, so I have just been reading for a while and I have finished Sinner. I rated this book 4 stars. It was looking like it was going to be a 3 for a long time, and then it got very emotional and so accurate to what I have been through recently that it made me sob, and I thought it should get an extra star for making me cry. This book is sad. If you have recently lost somebody, particularly to cancer, maybe this book's not for you because it is very realistic and very detailed and very painful. So I rated this 4 stars. It caused me a great deal of pain and I need to go do something happy now. So that is 219 pages read for today, which means I have 181 pages left to go, and I am going to pick up the last book in this trilogy, which is called Saint, and I think this might be my favourite one. It is Forbidden, and I think I'm really going to enjoy it. I think it's a slow burn, a second chance, and like I said, 181 pages left to read, so that is what I'm going to spend probably my evening doing. I want a little bit of a break for now, go make myself a bit happier, and then I'll get back to reading with Saint by Sierra Simone, and then I guess I'll get to like halfway today maybe, and then I'll finish this trilogy off tomorrow. I don't even know what day we're on at this point. Okay, it is day 11. I have been really busy and I haven't been able to update you guys. I'm very sorry. I think the last time I spoke to you yesterday, I was about to start Saint. I finished this book. I've done a lot of reading since I last updated you, so let's talk about it. I feel like I'm always apologising for forgetting to update you, but it had been a bit hectic today, so I'm very glad I had my audiobook of this one. This really helped out. So yesterday I got to page 190 of Saint, which means I read 409 pages, and obviously that's 9 extra, and that means we are 64 pages ahead. We've reached the 3,000 mark, which means over the next 4 days I'm going to be reading 2,000 pages, which is a bit insane, but hey. And then today, day 11, the goal is 450 pages, and I finished this book. I'm on track to hit this goal again. I read the remaining 216 pages of Saint, and I rated this book 4.5 stars. This book is amazing. It is dark, it is deep, it is emotional. Please check content warnings. But it is so pure and so beautiful, and I'm gonna get emotional talking about it. I seriously recommend this book. If you did not like Priest, do not be put off by the rest of the series, because I didn't like that one either. And then I rated the next one 4 stars and this one 4.5. It's such a beautiful love story. It is such a beautiful mental health story, and a story of recovering and bettering yourself and falling in love and out of love, and this book was beautiful. So I have 234 pages left to read today, and I'm gonna pick up King of Sloth by Anna Huang. This is actually the last book on my TBR. I can't believe I stuck to a TBR. I never do it, and yet I've managed to complete a 10 book TBR in 11 days once I finish this one. I put 10 books on my TBR for this challenge because my friend Angel read 13, and I thought if she read 13 when she did that challenge and I put 10 on mine, then I still have some wriggle room to stray from the TBR, but I actually haven't, and this is the last book on it, so I'm gonna read this, and then I don't have a plan for what the next few days are gonna look like book wise, but I have put in my little green sticky tab to where I want to get to today. This is book 4 in the Kings of Sin series. I read the first 3 in this challenge, so I thought why not read the last one that is currently out. I will say I am a bit nervous for this one because we haven't actually met Javier in person yet, I don't think. Like, he's been talked about and maybe we've met him once, but like I already had cameos and connections to the other characters, and while I still have them for Sloane, I don't have any for him, so I don't know if I'm gonna love this book as much as the others. It is also like a good 100 pages thicker than the others, but maybe there's more of a plot going on, who knows. So I'm going into it with an open mind. Don't want to end the 4-star streak of this series, so hopefully it will end up being good. But I'm going to spend the rest of my day getting to that halfway point, and then we'll be in for the final stretch. The last 3 days are pretty crazy. It's literally gone 9 PM and this is the first time I'm talking to you all day. But I just haven't been able to pick up the camera. I have not been in my room, and my camera is in my room. I have not been here to pick it up. I am very sorry, but I'm here now. Today is now day 12. I read a whole nother book. I've read the whole of King of Sloth since I last spoke to you. Yesterday I read to page 234, which is exactly where I put my little marker for the day, which means that I read exactly the goal, exactly 450 pages, and then I ended up finishing this off this morning, the remaining 203 pages, and I rated this book 3 stars. Probably should have given myself a longer break from this series before I read this one, because it just didn't compare as well to the other 3 that I'd read so recently. Don't get me wrong, I liked the book, but it was a lot longer. I don't feel like it needed to be. I did like how this relationship was pretty healthy, ish, actually, the more I think about it. But this was not my favourite of the series, but I still did like it. Today's goal is 500 pages. We're on the last 3 days, so the numbers are pretty high. And I have decided to spend the remaining 297, basically 300 pages reading Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I have actually read this book before. I listened to it on audio in one of my, I think it was my 5-star predictions vlog, but I really wanted to reread it because I want to read the rest of the series and I want to read it physically this time. I am flying through this. I am already on page 150, so I have another about 150 pages to go for the night. This is amazing. I rated it 4 stars last time, I think, but this has a potential to be 5. Like, the writing is so beautiful, and I don't think I appreciated it when I listened to the audiobook as much as I'm appreciating it now. I'm loving it so much more this time round. I'm loving the writing. It is beautiful and I'm having such a good time. Welcome to day 13, almost done. Yesterday didn't go quite as planned. I read the full amount of pages. I ended up reading 506 pages total, but it wasn't the rest of Magnolia Parks like I thought. Ended up getting to page 156 of Magnolia Parks, and then it was making me really sad. This book is really good, but it is so heartbreaking and emotional, and I didn't want to go to bed sad, so I picked up Hello Stranger by Catherine Center, which ended up also being sad, but like in a different way, so it was okay. And then I read 147 pages of this, which means I had 506 total. So today the goal is 500 pages again, and I'm going to switch between these 2 books. This is really short. I only have about 160 pages left, so I'm going to finish this one off and then read. If I don't read the rest of this, I will read until I get sad again, because it is beautiful, but it is heartbreaking. And then I guess we will go from there. It's the last day, and of course I have so much to update you on. I didn't get a chance yesterday, so let's talk about day 13. I managed to read the full 500 pages. I ended up reading 501 pages. Last time I spoke to you, I think I was halfway through Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. I ended up giving this one 3 stars. The girl was quite delusional, and the guy, one of the guys she was falling for, if you really thought what you thought you know about him was true, why would you ever fall for him? I don't care about the ending to this book. Like, why would you put away your morals because you think he's cute, kind of thing? The plot twist I could see a mile off, but I do really like Catherine Center's writing style. This is not my favourite from her, but I do want to read more from her, which is why I rated it 3 stars. Then I actually picked up and read a whole nother book. This is Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison, and I rated this one 4 stars. This is only 296 pages long, just under 300 pages. This is a horror novel. I don't want to tell you anything about it because the plot twist that happens like only a couple chapters in really got me that quick. Like, I don't even want to tell you anything because there are plot twists right from the beginning. This is crazy. This is messed up. Check content warnings. I don't even want to say I loved it because, like, I did love it, but should I? Like, this is messed up. I had such a good time. It was scary, it was creepy, and I love Rachel Harrison's writing so much. I can't wait to read more from her, and I recommend if you can handle the content warnings. I had 38 pages to go, so I read a few chapters of Magnolia Parks. I'm now on page 195. I'm loving this book so much. I'm definitely wanting to take it slow, and I think, like, for today I'm gonna read a book and then whatever's left over I will read off this one because it is just so deep and emotional, and too much of this is gonna make me sad if I binge it, so I'm going to read a different book today, but also read some of this alongside it. Speaking of which, for day 14 we need to read 550 pages. However, we are 71 pages ahead, and I have been ignoring that number getting a little bit higher each day to save it for the last day, because if we take away those 71 pages, we actually only have 479 pages to read today to make the 5k, which sounds a lot less daunting than 550. Not 100% sure what I'm going to pick up, but after reading Black Sheep, I'm in the mood for something darker, and I do have this thriller on my monthly TBR. I was going to say April TBR then. August TBR. This is The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney. I really like J.P. Delaney's writing. This book is about 430 pages, maybe just over, so then I could have like 50 pages of this to read afterwards, and I think that's probably the perfect amount. The reading challenge is officially over. It's actually been a few days since I last spoke to you. I successfully completed day 14, but I wanted to also finish off another book I was in the middle of reading, just so I can give my honest thoughts. For day 14, the goal was 550 pages, but with all the pages ahead we ended up with 479 pages left to read. So with that, I finished the whole of The Girl Before, which was 406 pages, and I ended up rating this 3 stars. It had an interesting premise, it was fast paced, but there were some things I didn't love about it. And I read 75 pages of Magnolia Parks, which is the book I wanted to finish. I ended up rating it 4.5 stars. I really loved it and I can't wait to continue. But that gave us 481 pages read in total. So we finished the challenge 2 pages ahead with 5,002 pages. We read, I think, 13 and a half books, and that is insane. My battery's about to die, so let's quickly do some stats roundup of this video. So in this video, I finished 8 books in the last 7 days, which is crazy. We had The Last Word by Taylor Adams, which was 4.5 stars. I rounded it up. Priest by Sierra Simone, which was 2 stars. Sinner, which was 4 stars. And Saint, which was 4.5 stars. This is so good. We have King of Sloths by Anna Huang, which was 3 stars. Hello Stranger by Catherine Center, which was also 3 stars. Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison, which was 4 stars. And The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney, which was 3 stars. I can't believe this challenge is over. I had so much fun with it, and you would think I'd be in like a reading slump, but I'm still reading so much every day. Like I said, it's been a few days since I've spoken to you, and I'm reading like a book a day still. It has done so much good for getting out. It cut off before I could finish this little clip. I think I was in the middle of talking about how this hasn't put me in a reading slump. It's, if anything, done the opposite. I'm enjoying when I'm reading so much, and I'm not like, okay, the challenge is over, let me give myself a break. I'm like, the challenge is over, I don't want it to be. I want to carry on reading lots and lots. So this has done great things for the reading slump I was in recently. It is really making sure I don't slip back into that, which is exactly what I needed. I think that is everything for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you didn't watch part 1, please go watch that. It was fun. This one was more crazy because I had to read like 500 plus pages on a few of the days, but thank you so much for sticking with me. I have some fun ideas coming soon for different reading challenges and reading vlogs. Let me know if there's anything in particular you would like me to vlog or just do on this channel, and I am so game to do anything book related that you guys would like to see, so just put that in the comments down below. But that is everything from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe, as I post new videos every single week. If you want to be notified about when I upload, please click the notification bell down below. But that's it. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in another video. Bye!